Good evening and welcome to another episode of Maths in an Empty Classroom with me, Mr. Southern. Tonight we're going to be looking at integration. Now, integration comes under the broad blanket title of calculus. It performs the opposite to differentiation. But before we look at how to do that, it's very, very important for the purpose of integration that we are able to write expressions such as this in index form. By index form, what I mean it's got to look like is it's got to go number, x, power. So it's got to have a number, x, and then a power. So all of these are not in that form. What I'd like you to do is pause the video and try to write each of these 7 expressions so that their appearance is number, x, power, index form. So pause it, have a go, and then restart and see if you got the same as me. Okay, so 1 over x should be fine with the idea that that is x to the power of minus 1. Now the confusion tends to happen with these two, 3 over x and 1 over 3x. The way that I show students to get round that is to think about 3 over x as being 3 lots of 1 over x. And if we've established that 1 over x is x to the power of minus 1, then this would be 3x to the power of minus 1. And this approach really helps when you get to things like this, because what you have to think about this one as being is 1/3 times by 1 over x, thinking 1 times 1 is 1, 3 times x is 3x, which allows you to write it as 1/3 x to the power minus 1. Now, the most common thing that tends to happen is students get 1 over 3x, they bring the 3 up with the x, they write that, which isn't the same, and it all goes out the window. Similar theme along this line, square root x should have no problem realising that that is x to the power of a half. If we apply this strategy here to this one, we would have 5 over 2 times by 1 over square root of x. 1 over square root x, because the root x is on the denominator, it's going to be x to the power of negative a half. So we would write that as 5 over 2 x to the power of minus a half, number x power. Next one along, 3 over 4x squared, or again, let's write that as 3/4 times by 1 over x squared. 1 over x squared, x to the power of minus 2. So we have 3/4 x to the power of negative 2, number x power. Now, this one can scupper people, x root x. Remember what the objective is here, number x power. So let's think of this, instead of being x times root x, as being x to the power of 1 times by x to the power of half. And then just using our laws of indices, when you're multiplying, you add the indices. So 1 plus a half is x to the power of 3 over 2. So before you attempt any of the Year 12 calculus, you need to be skilled at going from fractional form to index form, number x power. In the next video, we'll look at how you start with expressions like this and integrate them. See you then.